Good catalyst. What's good, Connor? Good, Dean. Arnam, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, Sarah. What's good, boys? Just posting my outlook. How's everyone doing? Looking pretty bearish. I would agree with you that the higher time frame is bearish. How's your trading been? Not too bad. Good trading lens was good. Well, bearish to 2496, then we go crazy. Today's FOMC minutes in the afternoon. Keep that in mind. Who do you think has the best rules in the future space? Alpha Futures, for sure. It could be choppy until morning session. You know, I mean, it could be choppy till PM. Definitely. Probably a range bound day or a range bound morning is what I'd expect. Even consistency rule. The payouts are too easy, you know, in my opinion. You recommend day trading school? I don't know what that is. Um, I may execute on eval today morning, but my live account is closed. I won't be trading my live account in the morning. I'll be trading that in the afternoon. We might do a double stream today too. We'll see how I feel. Am I explaining opening range and what it's used for? Opening range is the first 30 minutes of price action, and it can help you. It can tell you what the likelihood of the. There's a couple things. The main purpose of opening range and seeing what happens in the first 30 minutes is it'll tell you what will happen after. There's a good correlation of what happens in the opening range and what happens after the opening range. When did London session open? 2 a.m. Eastern time. 2 a.m. New York local time. You think it's gonna test lows? Yeah, I'd assume we'd probably trade into somewhere here. Maybe also somewhere here. Like I said, neutral range bound day. So Asia session starts at 20, ends at 000. So pretty easy. What is the indicator? Um, it's called ICT kill zones and pivots. When it's actually 3 a.m. Eastern time, I mean, I would disagree, but you can go off any what you got to do. Bias is neutral. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if like before 1:30 we take out all of this. Taking pre-market longs. Good luck, brother. Whatever side we take first, I'd probably look for the opposite. I would prefer something like this. If this happens, I would probably trade my eval. If it's A++, maybe my funded, but my live accounts, I'm not opening my live account in the morning session. Um, there's FOMC minutes in the afternoon. It's obviously going to be a larger range afternoon. Asia session ends at 3 a.m. and London starts at 3. Yeah, I don't know who taught you that, but if you trade ICT, that's incorrect. If you want to go based on someone else's teachings, you can. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ICT has always mentioned 2 a.m. Yeah. What about government shutdown? FOMC minutes will still be released because they don't get funded. They get funded differently, so they're still up and running. I would assume the immediate draw is potentially pre-market and London high. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to trade towards the immediate draw. What do you think about order flow candles and trading based on order flow in general? I think everyone should use order flow. It just depends what your definition of order flow is. I don't think it really matters if you can see the actual orders come in because you can see the candles. Okay, yeah, you can aim for this. All right, anything in premium from this range. Um, but like I said, me personally, for me to take a trade today, it would have to be shorts and it would have to break down from the highs. Wherever it wants to go, it can trade into here. That's fine. There is no daily bias today. Neutral. I'm expecting a range day in the morning session. I do potentially expect something like this. I think that's a likely scenario. And if that happens, I can trade my eval. Like this just might be a classic. If we just get like a textbook pre-market high swept to pre-market low swept, that condition alone has a pretty high probability chance of forming. So I would probably engage with that. Is this ticker different than NQ1? This one is it's similar. It's very similar. You probably won't ever see a difference. The only difference is how much each point moves. Straight to all-time highs? I don't know. I mean, it's possible with FOMC minutes. Anything's possible. I wouldn't expect that now, though. So we're charging. I'm using the micro because I'm going to be trading on this eval. We'll fund the next 25K. Nice, TTT. Nice. September. How much I made in payouts? I was in like low four figures in payouts. If you don't want to include any stock swings. Why the glasses? I have surgery on Friday. And I have to wear these glasses until surgery. Dream car? If I had to have a dream car, it would be an R35 GTR probably. But there's a lot of stuff I'd buy before that dream car. Any advice? I keep be hitting the drawdown, then break even again face. You got to study the losses and wins. See how you can maximize your wins and minimize your losses. That's it. Height? I'm 5'11". Hope you best. It should be. It's really simple. Really simple. Listen, if someone's saying London's 3 a.m., let them trade 3 a.m. Well, who cares? You know, it's not gonna change anything for anyone. Like I have over like 6,000 backtested trades with utilizing 2 a.m. That's like one of the first things I started utilizing. But you don't have to. You can do whatever you want, man. How long you been in the trading game for? 2 years. I started. I picked up the journey 2 years ago. What do I think today in the morning session? Daily reviews are better than backtesting. Good thing is you can do both, brother. I've been doing both for a very long time. Do you see profitability in those 2 years? It's hard to say. Like people always ask me this question. I feel like I was pretty good from the get-go. I got my first payout 3 months in, had a couple break-even months, had a couple losing months, but then had a couple of payouts. You surely don't have 6K manual backtest? You don't have to believe me, bro. I don't care. Daily reviews are better than backtesting. Sure, I do both. Yeah, exactly. Oh, just from if you had to choose. I mean, at first you got to do the backtesting, in my opinion. Um, but how many have you lost? I don't know. There was a point where I made a lot of money, and I knew it was a lot more than I lost, so I stopped keeping track. What did your buys today? Are you trading AM session? I'm not gonna be trading AM session on my funded or live accounts. If we get an A plus setup, I'll take it on my eval. The reason is simply opportunity cost. You know. That's it. Game plan? I think the only thing I'd be comfortable engaging in would be something like this. And if we get that, I will look for it. If not, we just wait for the PM. How can you emotionally connect to backtesting? You probably cannot. What do you mean opportunity cost? Like I have an eval. It's most likely in my best interest to pass or fail it as soon as possible. You know? I don't want to wait sessions. I might go live in PM, yeah. Can you tell us about PO3 gems the list? That's just my model. Some advice, I made 10K on my account. Should I keep 5K and targeting 5K for payouts? I would do that. I'm always a fan of securing money. You wait for internal sweep before getting in. No, it's not a requirement. Are you streaming PM? Yeah. You know what? Let's do a PM stream. I'll announce in the Discord. We'll do a double stream. I'll be live again at 1:45. This is the only thing I would look for in the morning. And again, I'll be trading evals in the morning session only. I'll make that very clear. I want to save my capital for the afternoon. You know, when the news comes out, it's not worth. What if I take a trade in the morning session and I lose? Right, then I don't have as much to work with in the afternoon, and that's where I want to save my capital for. PM session, I suppose I could do both. Where in the Discord are you live? I'm not live in the No, I'll go live on YouTube and TikTok. Maybe TikTok. I don't know. We'll figure out about TikTok. Maybe YouTube for sure though. All right. You already know it's going to be a bad morning session because our opening range gap is going to be so small. As soon as 9:30 hits, I will minimize chat, even though it's just an eval day. I made a promise to myself. I don't know how many of you guys have been here the last couple of days, but there's been a lot of hate, so I'm just gonna save myself just so I can stay focused. No, I don't trade orb. So again, the only thing I'd be comfortable engaging in is something like this. Shorting off until the buy side is taken. And maybe only like 1R. I only really need like 1R to pass my account, or like 1.25, 1.5R. We don't need much. How to get it? He was only allowed a few months ago. What? I don't know. It's fine. People will hate. It's no biggie. I'm honestly I'm grateful that I'm at a point where people can hate me. Never thought I'd make it this far in terms of social media and content. So really, it is a blessing. All right, there's 9:30 open. I won't put anyone in live with me ever, probably. Anyways, 9:30 opening price. right there. Again, there's only this is gonna be an eval only morning. I'll show you guys how I trade my evals to try to pass them, or obviously could fail them, but do it quickly is the main goal. These evals are already halfway passed, so in fact, I should probably go on the mini here. All right, let's redo our annotations because I'm gonna be on the mini. So it looks like we are going up to the buy side. That's good. That's what I want to see. Or 1.0. 0.0. I like that opening range gap is lower. There's a good chance we fail that. Yeah, we may actually get a trade here on the eval. A pretty good one too. All right, there's London high. There is a large 15-minute imbalance in here. You always want to ask yourself, how high above the buy side can we go? I'd say somewhere in there. Okay, so we have a first presentation in here. So pretty simple potential first idea. If we go up, inverse first presentation, I'm entering short and I'm putting my TP at a dollar amount to pass my accounts. So wait, this account's with 25K. I don't even remember how much. I think you need 1,500 and you have 1,250. So with two minis, 1,500 divided by 20 divided by 2, we need 37 points. So 38 points, and we can only risk 31. So 31 points to make 37, hypothetically speaking. I mean, yeah, we could get a very nice. We could do something like this. Something like this would pass the account. 1.2 R. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. We have our first presentation fair value gap. Right, market's drawing into that 15-minute. And I'm expecting a range day bias, meaning I'm not expecting this to just keep pumping. It could, just not expecting it, especially when there's FOMC in the afternoon. So, you know, I don't think this high is going to get taken. So this is where you can anchor a fib if you want, if you trade the fib. We're inside premium. OTE is at 2.5. There's a 15-minute order block right here. We're trading into the breaker right now. So we may even engage in this inversion. If it's strong, like I said, I do want to just full port the account. So say we get something here, stop there. Even if we shorted it like here, a trade like this would also pass the account, 1.2. All we need is 1.25 R. So, and again, obviously if it doesn't form, we don't have to force it. Yeah, I may get in short in this inversion right here. The good thing about this inversion is we'd probably have like 2 attempts. We only need 37 points. ES might take out pre-market lows though. We gotta be careful about that. No inversion there. Make this annotation a little bit more clean. I mean, pretty textbook. When's the last time we just like 9:30 Judah swing concept into London highs and then break down? Like, I feel like that hasn't happened in so long. Market's just been like completely doing its own thing. If we get something like this, yeah, that's fine. That'll probably be even better. ES looks pretty bearish if I'm being honest, so this may get really choppy in here because ES is hitting TPs right now, right? Obviously, ES could go a little bit lower than just pre-market lows, and that's kind of what we're hoping for. London lows, Asia lows. If we get a strong candle here, I'll enter short. Like I said, we only need 37 points. So even if we got a fill here, that's 45. Like even if we took the short here, we can easily get 37 points. We could always go for 70 points as well with a 1 mini. That'd be 74. Again, this is eval only. I want to make sure everyone is. ES really bearish. Nasdaq just holding, doing nothing. You know, in relation to ES. ES has a lot of sell side open, so ES might lead these shorts. NQ may not even go lower. It's possible. Just waiting for some displacement. That'll be enough for me. I'll probably start with 1 mini, then look to add the second one after. This shouldn't really go much higher. I mean, it can go a little bit higher, but if ES is going to pull down to these levels, I mean, eventually NQ will likely roll over as well. YM's also going lower. Like I say, if we get a nice breaker in here, that's fine. I can short that. If we get the breaker that's strong, I'll short it with 2 contracts, not even 1. Get this eval rolling. ES about to take pre-market lows. You guys equal lows down there. Kind of crazy how out of sync they are, but I mean, it's like I said, FOMC afternoon, right? So it's not like anything's unexpected here. See if we take out this high. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. There's the high there. Like that. Okay, so we'd have to like aggressively break down here. For example, this change in the state of delivery. We can get a nice aggressive breakdown. First step would be this inversion. I like that color. The takeaway sign here will be displacement and speed. If we don't get that, then it just may not be happening. Yeah, but if we do get that speed, I go in around a 30-point stop. If we can get in around here, stop at the high, we can target 37 points pretty easily. Maybe target midnight or something. We do get the inversion there. Sorry, no, we're going to include the volume imbalance in there, so I would say not yet. ES taking out its first level of lows. Pre-market low taken out on ES. A lot of red lines here, probably distracting. So let's see if this inverses. It could stay bullish, to be honest. It's possible, like if ES takes pre-market low and then we just make higher highs. I don't favor that narrative. I think that's weak, especially in a condition like this, but obviously possible. We did put in a bearish fair value gap in here, so that's a good sign. We'll see if that delivers lower. So far, one tick into it. We'll see if we get speed. If we do, I'll likely enter short. I'll probably just enter with one here. Yeah, let's enter with one based on that speed. That way I kind of get 2 tries at this. Yeah, so we're risking, yeah, so we would need 74 points to pass the account. But at least now if we get stopped, I get a second try to pass the account. I usually trade my evals pretty aggressively. Remove the label here. So ES is going to the next sell side objective. ES is pushing really strong, and I'm just hoping NQ can follow through. That's the idea of this trade, right? If ES can follow through, if I wanted to pass the account, we would technically need to run all the way down here. But even if we get halfway to passing, which is, I think it's like somewhere here, that's fine. We can pass in 2 trades. You don't want to force it too hard, you know? You don't want to force it too hard ever. So obviously you want to see the OB form here. It's not a good reaction off the body there. If we get speed lower, I'd add a second contract. If we get speed higher, I might terminate early. I'm only saying this because ES took the sell side and really had a strong move higher. But I want to give this fair value gap a chance. Working inside that inversion right now. I think I preferred this when it was at 50%. Yeah, there's a good chance I just terminate early here. Give myself couple opportunities. This candle ticks down, I'll terminate. All right, I'm gonna terminate the trade there, giving myself enough room to still pass in one trade. Can always re-enter if I need to. And if we displace lower, I'll re-enter. No problem. I'll re-enter with 2 contracts even. But I think there's a good chance this delivers higher. There is an SMT there, but I think there's a good chance this just straight delivers higher. Nice. Yeah, looks like we may make a pretty significant run here. So just to double check, how much do we have? Yeah, see, so we only lost 300. I can still risk 900. I'd have to risk 900 to make, what's the math there? 1500 about. So 1500 on 2 minis. And 38 points. So what I'm going to wait for here is I'm going to wait for ES to take the highs. If S&P can take the highs and then break down, it is kind of unfortunate. Like ES took out all our objectives. Not all our objectives, but ES gave us that move lower. NQ didn't. What I still favor here is we just wait for around 950 macro. If ES can do this, we can just short it after. It looks like ES wants to take the highs as well, so saving my capital for that. Yeah, divergence is insane. We'll wait for ES to take the highs. Okay, ES is about to take the pre-market high. It's actually just high of day. We'll see if it breaks down from there. We did leave equal lows here on the S&P, so oh. 950 macros approaching. We didn't really, I mean, we set perfect equal highs on ES. Didn't really take it. I'm gonna check out the mini. Yeah, same thing on the mini. The key here is to probably just wait for them to sync up fully. I'd have to wait for a protraction model here. Make this simple. This could still go a little bit higher. I don't mind us making a higher high, to be honest. We'd have to break down pretty aggressively for me to look for anything now, because it's been pretty one-sided. ES, or we might just have to trade ES, to be honest. Anyways, just wait and see if it breaks down or not. We did leave the relative equal lows on the S&P 500. ES is breaking down. If I wanted to short Nasdaq, I'd have to see a full breaker here, I'd say. So I'm not sure if we'll get that. In terms of how much higher this can go, I don't really want to see more than this. Same imbalance across all. Maybe use the 15. Working inside the 75%. It's pretty already high up. Opening range has been pretty uncorrelated recently, to be honest. ES has been kind of doing its own thing. I'm sure YM is probably YM is still dumping. The way for a pretty aggressive breakdown. We do have an SMT here now. YM delivered really nicely. Perfect. I'd say that's pretty perfect. At least here it is. I like the Tibi on ES. I said we could still make a higher high. It's not the end of the world if we make a higher high. I probably actually prefer a higher high. But if the SMT holds and ES rejects off that Tibi and prints lower inside the macro, I would engage in that with two minis. Target something like first presentation or something. I prefer the higher high though because the equal highs that were left. And we'll probably just have to frame this whole move on ES if we're gonna short. Remember, this is all eval, right? No funded today, no live account. Not today, in the morning. In the PM session, we'll be on the fundeds and we'll be on the live account as well. Want to save the main capital for the afternoon. See if ES forms an order block here. If so, actually I don't want to short ES because 6 points on ES. 6 points even enough. 6 times 2. That's $600. That's not even close to passing. I have to see like real speed here, otherwise. We may just trade the PM session. We've fully filled in that 15-minute fair value gap. Same with the hourly, same with the 30-minute. Trading all the way into the high. Trading inside this order block. I think the hourly one is probably the smoothest. That hourly order block. All right, ES is most likely going to run these equal highs. This could just go all the way to previous day's high. It's not something I'd look to capture though. For me, again, this is if we break down, I'll engage. If we don't break down, I'll just come back in the afternoon. I will stream the afternoon again. Not again. I will stream the afternoon today. Normally I don't do PM streams, but on FOMC day, I make the exception. We trade afternoon as well. All right, see if ES can take the highs. That's what we're waiting for right now. I want to see like real sensitivity here. And if that doesn't happen, then we probably just call it a session, to be honest, come back in the afternoon. It's not really worth. I like the Sibian here. I like the hourly order block. But if we just keep pumping one-sided, previous day high is going to get taken. And I don't think there's any high probability longs. So even on eval, we might as well just save the capital for PM session. We could even just trade the news candle at 2. Save ourselves some time. But I probably won't do that. I actually like trading FOMC. Just long. I don't think it's worth it on eval. Or I got make it. Yep, it might break away from premium data. Keep going up. Yeah, it can. Let's go, Rizzy. We're just staying patient. We have the hourly here. We'd have a nice SMT there. ES still hasn't taken out the highs. I'd probably say that's a criteria for me, like a must criteria. I'm gonna remove these executions until we take the next trade. Okay, there we spike through. Again, previous day's high is. This may not be. Let me double check. This is okay. All-time high is. It's all-time high. Yeah, maybe an all-time high here. We could take that. Very possible. I'd probably just let that go. But you could look to engage in a long if you're really bullish. The reason I'm looking to let that go is because ES is all the way down here. But just wait. We're also in deep premium, high of day, like. Yeah, so this is one of those things where we just wait. This 10 a.m. It might be a one-sided pump. We can just watch it go. Glasses suck, man. I can't wait for this surgery. Hopefully I'm eligible for the surgery. Not everyone's eligible, apparently. Huge expansion through the highs. The ES might be playing catch up here. Let me make this gray. ES might be playing catch up, meaning NQ just waits around while ES pumps. It's possible. It's been pretty one-sided this morning session for NQ. All-time highs is in the scopes. 66 points away. This 10 a.m. candle doesn't have a low. Just opened and immediately traded higher. Yeah. Yeah, this could just go straight to all-time highs. It's possible. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm not in any stock positions right now. But let's check out the stock market. AMD's up. Everything's pretty green. Oh. I wonder what FOMC will do. If we make an all-time high in the morning session, PM session might suck, if I'm being honest. Usually you'd see that all-time high get hit in the morning, or in the afternoon, sorry. Yeah, there's a good chance here we make this just a straight run to all-time highs. It's very possible. There was a 2-minute gap in there. Did anyone trade today? Did anyone take a trade? Yeah, CISD on ES was very clean at 946. Yeah, that was a very clean CISD on ES. 6-7. Wait, why is everyone saying 6-7? Oh, it's 67 points away. All right, cool. Took the protraction at 953. 953 here. Nice. Yeah, that is a retraction model. Took a buy into the 1 hour. Nice. Nice, nice. Very happy, delivered nicely today. Entered longs on ES, passed my eval, done for the day. ES long was very nice. I will admit that. ES long was very, very nice. What happens now? Either we break aggressively from the hourly, or we just continue this to all-time high. In my opinion, at least. Could be wrong, obviously. Why did ES long look so good? ES swept out the sell side. I'll annotate it for you now. I don't know if you can see the chart. The ES long was really nice. ES swept out the sell side. Hopefully you can see that here. And then just the displacement from that sell side is very, very telling. Right? We get a full breaker. We get the order block here. You can see how nicely it respected that. In my opinion, ES delivery was really, really clean. Was it A+? The setup was really nice. Yeah, it also created perfectly equal lows, so it's kind of a red flag. I wouldn't say it's A+, but today's just FOMC minutes. Would you think if the chance is bigger than it's going to hit all-time high again? When all-time high is in the scopes, you'd probably want to aim for all-time high. Like, if you can see all-time highs, the best bet is to just aim for all-time highs. Yeah, Nasdaq. That's just the general rule of thumb. I'm up, don't know how to close. If you're stressing about it, you should probably just close. I think that's a smart thing to do. ES is printing. ES is playing catch up, right? We talked about that potentially happening. ES is playing catch up. Yeah, they don't have 10 a.m. bottoms, but I don't know how relevant that is if all-time high is there. What are you looking to do right now? Watch, to be honest. Looking for sales? I really don't think they're going to form. Good. It's possible. If we were bearish, we would have broken down earlier. This is just really bullish. Yeah, not much more to it. We'll just try to pass the eval most likely in the afternoon. You could look for gold longs if you want to be that person. Gold long looks pretty good. We can tape read this setup if it forms. All right, where are we at? NQ is going. It's going, getting closer and closer to all-time highs. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Yes, it's going real fast. And not much to do here besides watch. We'll just see if it delivers the all-time high or not. I think it's interesting. ES is printing very quickly higher. Nasdaq a little bit slower, but I think ES is just playing catch up. You know, it's a little bit behind. Um, Actually, no, not really. It's not really behind anymore. I take that back. All right, Nasdaq's about here. It is a little behind, I suppose. Oh no, it's not behind at all. Right, that's over here. If anything, ES is ahead. If anything, S&P 500 is ahead. I suppose like we could try to time them up like this if they want to sync up. They both have to reach that objective around. Well, they don't have to reach at the same time, but that's where they could, be aiming for or whatever. FOMC will occur today. It'll drop the minutes. No bottom wick. Yeah, there's no bottom wick, but I don't think it's gonna go there personally. It's possible. I have it annotated. But I think it's gonna go there. I feel like probably not, but I feel like this is getting sent to all-time highs. Good luck, Sieb. Which eval from alpha is the best? I like the standard personally, but everyone's different. Kind of doesn't have an open low. We can look for reversal. You could, yeah. If you wanted to short this, you could try something like that. There's a gap here. Not something I'd look to engage in though. Can we see how no, I don't want to show. You trading post FOMC? Yep. I'll be trading post FOMC. Most likely we'll go on live stream for that. I like longs, just need a retracement. That's probably your safest bet, in my opinion. You're gonna trade now? Probably not this morning session. Just gonna wait till afternoon. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna give a nice trade. Nothing worth risking capital on, in my opinion. Not even eval. Not for me, at least. It's FOMC minutes. Isn't there a difference? FOMC minutes, they're just gonna release like they just like talk about what happened. It's like a not like a news event or anything, but it's like this session is dead. I'm gonna be honest. This session is very, very dead. This probably gives the move. Is Sibia and FEG different? Yes, they are different. I mean, it's FOMC. It's FOMC, guys. You know, it's not like we're expecting the best price action, right? Hopefully not, at least. A fair value gap, you expect it. You expect price to trade back into a fair value gap. I mean, you would draw them the same most of the time. You would draw them the same, but you would expect something different from them. You know, you're looking for longs or shorts? Neither, bro. To be honest, what do you expect FOMC to do to the market? Add volatility. Which was supposed to be a terrible session, was the best. Today, which was supposed to be was the best one in weeks. I mean, if this is your kind of price action, there's like no opportunity here for me in general. If we maybe got some sell side taken first, okay, you could have argued. This pretty much just pumped. The piece of FED with a down clock count, bitch FED without put. That's not true at all. I don't know who told you that, but that's not true. Well, there's not much more to do here, if I'm being honest. I feel like our best bet is come back in the PM. We'll probably make an all-time high before PM session, I'd say. Maybe not. Maybe it'll stay open for us, engineer some highs, and then we catch something in the PM. I mean, that would be nice. I wouldn't complain about that. I'll take this sell position right now. Hopefully it plays out. Yeah, buddy. I hope it plays out for you too, my man. Thoughts on SES? I don't know what that is. Apart from clicking buy at 9:30, nothing more. I would agree with you for the most part. I mean, unless you were trading ES. Shout out to the person who said they top ticked this or something. Probably going for that 10 a.m. candle. 10 a.m. candle low. Just blew your eval. It happens, bro. Just watching this 5-minute IFEG. I'll be short until first presentation fair value gap. Good luck, buddy. That's a long move. I hope that plays out for you. That'd be really cool. Just flow 3 accounts. Do build 3 funded accounts. YNQ and ESL pumping. I think all-time high is just a pretty bullish market, you know. No, I didn't mean good luck, buddy. Like, it could deliver the first presentation. I'm not even gonna try and make an assumption. I don't want to risk anything on this. I have no idea, to be honest. Nothing's clear here for me. I'd rather come back in the afternoon. Yeah, we're inside that 5-minute. Maybe to 10:30 funding close. Valid. Pretty valid, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to watch this 5-minute, see if it delivers. Like I said, I don't really have an idea. We can just watch. What ICT playlist? I like watching. I'd watch 2022 and then watch what's it called? Watch 2022 and then 2024. I think that's the best way to go about it. Gives me something. I want to buy an eval. No. Trades by SEI. I don't really know much about him, if I'm being honest. Unfortunately. ES had cleaner longs. ES was very clean in my opinion. Bottom tick, but I don't know where to put my TP. For shorts or longs? We're going up on the 1 hour. Yeah, I think this, I mean, all-time high is right there. If you want to play it safe, you look for continuations. Fresh wrapping off 10 a.m. silver bullet. Yeah, you could use that. This PA cooked you. I mean, it pretty much just went up. Depends what kind of trader you are, I guess. Do you use lower time frame beating ranges under like 5 or 3 minutes? Sometimes. I'll use it to help me frame something. It's not something I really look for though. 5 minute protraction model, yep. If you're bullish, then that's something for if you trade my model or you know about it. That could be something you took. Definitely valid. Would I take this? Probably not. I don't think it's my. I wouldn't, but I'm in long with yes with 1 hour ATM. All right. Oh, nice. That looks. It's probably almost delivered already. No. I guess depends where you put your stop. But even if you put your stop, even if you put your stop at the low, you're almost there. Till 2:37 P&L on the day / week. On my live account, we're up on the week. Funded, we're down to our evals. We're halfway past some, but we did blow 2 evals this week. Thinking long. I wouldn't take a long personally, but I do think this is more likely to go higher than lower. Like I said, I'm just trying to save my capital for the afternoon. Anyone got chops taking shorts? We took a small eval short here, but nothing significant really. You can trade. You're gonna trade normally during PM session. Yeah, I'll probably only trade a protraction model, but kind of defeats the purpose of trading FOMC if you're just gonna what's it called? Like if you're just gonna trade without taking advantage of the volatility, you know. The Usman are yellow folders. I don't even look at yellow folders, so I'm being honest. Why don't you enter longs? By the time it was too high up, didn't think it was worth. ES took out the high there. There is an SMT. Risk more, pass faster. Yeah, sounds about right. You don't want to waste too much time on an eval. TP at the high. Yeah. Good luck, brother. I hope it delivers very easily for you. This is just too premium for me. It's not a bad model. How much you risk on evals? Would you be interested in a partnership with a US based platform? Probably not. Um, unless you guys are probably not, to be honest. It was the worst price action? No, I wouldn't say it was the worst. I think it's just one of those where you just don't trade. Yeah. There's a couple protractions in here. Bro, max withdrawal on Alpha Future Zero 3K. Alpha Future Zero 100K account is 3K, yes, and you can do it weekly. you consider a 4-hour body week with a draw? If you're listen, the issue is it's a draw if you're bearish. It's not just a draw every single. Eventually, this will be hit, right? But it's all about where's price likely to go. If I told you, for example, Prez, that today we're taking out all-time highs right here, well, are you going to look for this to be the draw? No, you're not. You're not even going to. It can get there, sure, but are you going to look for that? No, you're going to look at this because you know it's likely to go here. Can you short to this? Yeah, you could. But if you're bullish, why would you short to this when you know it can reach this? You know, like if you know there's at some point going to be a move that looks something like this, why even bother taking shorts and using your capital up? You know, it's about probabilities. How they pay crypto? They use you can pay. Yeah, crypto's one of them. You can do Rise, Wise, bank transfers. Yeah, some other stuff I've never even heard of. Lagging index? YM. How many people in the iPad giveaway? There's currently like 47, I think. Something like that. I gotta add a couple people. Yes, I trade full time. I don't do anything else. What's your tip for avoiding taxes? Write off a bunch of stuff. Depending where you live, take advantage of tax deductible saving accounts that you can just invest and grow your money in. You know, max out those contributions, write off anything you got to write off, and then you just pay the piper after that. Or come to Dubai, yeah, literally. You wanted shorts? I was expecting no expansion today. We got expansion. It is what it is. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be live again in the afternoon session. Sweden has 45% tax. I'm fuming. Oh shit. 45%, bro. That's fucked. That's pretty fucked. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucked. Have you ever tried trading Silver Bullet? Yeah, I do have a Silver Bullet based model. Do you write off the money you spend on eBay and activation fees? Yeah, of course. Time you going live? I will start the live stream at 1:45 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be honest. Unless lunch gives a really nice consolidation, PM might also like. I was hoping for this in the afternoon. You know. Um. But we'll just have to see. I'm not really trading my fundeds or my live account. Can you post a video for the model? I already have, my brother. It's called Silver Bullet 1R ATM Protraction. My country has 10% tax on profits, another 10% only if you make more than 10K in your year, so 10% total. That's pretty good. It's better than where I live. I'll be paying like anywhere from 25 to 30. All my videos and all my models are on YouTube if you're curious on how I trade. I'm not trading my fundeds or my live account this morning session. I'll be saving my capital for the afternoon. And to be honest, I might even just try trading the news candle at 2, if there even is a news candle. Who's doing your LASIK? The place is called LASIK, so I don't know what you mean by who. Probably hopefully the robot, right? I'm pretty sure it's a robot that does it, and hopefully the surgeon that's there is gonna do good. Yep, it's all on my channel, brother. Pretty much exactly how I trade is on YouTube for free. How much you paying? It's a hefty one. It's a hefty one. It's gonna be around like $5,500. It's gonna hurt a bit. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna hurt a bit, but make it back, no problem. The best place for traders in UAE. Yeah, it's one of the best places. A lot of money required? No. Do you ever trade BitUSD? No, I don't personally. 5K is nothing for a trader. I don't know how much money you're making, but I'm not just here spending 5K like it's nothing, bro. It's not pocket change. You tell me this is not a fire alarm? No, I don't think it's bad at all. I just want to save my capital for afternoon. Looking for shorts? I wouldn't. What's the best alpha futures account? If you're a brand new beginner, zero payouts to your name, start with the zero because it's cheaper. Eventually, I'd move to standard. Personally, I love the standard account. You in the GTA? Yeah. Do you think NQ will deliver lower? No. I wouldn't assume so. Maybe a retracement lower, but again, all-time highs where my eyes are. There is S&T on the highs, yeah. Or they're equal highs. You know, which one is it? Me personally, I view them as equal highs. 5K's pocket change? Yeah. I'm not there yet, bro. Pocket change for Gattie's just being humble. I mean, I'll be fine. I'm not like I'm spending my last amount of dollars on eye surgery. That's not even essential, obviously. But I'd obviously prefer not to. I wanted to learn trading since entering 18 next month, so it's possible to open an account now. You want to learn? Just why don't you just spend the next month learning? When you turn 18, you can open an account if you're ready. What does equal highs do to price? Equal highs are just a really strong objective. For a beginner, is going good with Apex Trading account better opinion or CFD? Go with futures. I wouldn't go with Apex. I mean, yeah, if you want a really cheap account, you can go with Apex because it's good to practice. Nah, I wouldn't look for shorts personally. Funding ticks is very cheap. You could use them. What's your plan for PM session? Brother, you're gonna have to ask me in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. I would say. What's a prop firm? Just a place you can get accounts to trade with. You don't have to risk your own capital. Passed my first e-ball yesterday. I'm gonna drop out of college. Probably longs, Ollie though. But I'm not gonna try to fight all-time high narrative. I never try to anymore. I learned that hard way in 2023, 2024. How long is the recovery? Full, like you'll be 100% back to normal in like 2 days, but after 24 hours, you're pretty much good to go. Like you'll be fine. You can see right after the surgery. Apparently, right when I literally asked ISIS, I was like, once I've done the surgery, like, is it okay to wear my glasses or contacts? And they were like, what? You're gonna be able to see perfectly after the surgery. I was like, holy shit. To me, listen, I don't know if you guys know, but I've been requiring like glasses since grade 2, so like 8 years old. So the fact that I'm gonna be able to see with nothing in my eye or no glasses is kind of crazy. Like I've been wearing this shit for like 14 years, bro. How long did it take you to fully study ICT? That's a hard question. What do you mean by fully study ICT? That young? Yep. Definitely worth the It's definitely worth the pocket change. Yeah. You know, I just yeah. That young? How come? I don't know. Glasses since 8 is crazy work. I don't know. Sensitive eyes, maybe. Maybe I was watching too much TV. I don't know. Hey, guy, I saw you took one short earlier. Any other trades? No, just the one eval. Sold early. Any trades today? Nothing on funded or live. We took one eval short. Uh, we closed that around like half loss. We'll be full porting that same eval on FOMC minutes. So we'll probably do a poll. I'll literally ask you guys if we should long or short FOMC minutes. I started trading 2 years ago. I know someone from school who had glasses since that age, but he's inbred. I don't know what that means, to be honest, but I'm probably not that. This is NASDAQ futures. No, you're valid, Ash. Can't wait for the LASIK. Good luck on the surgery. Appreciate you. Hopefully, I'm eligible. Not everyone is eligible for LASIK, so hopefully, when I get there, they tell me it's fine. Bro's never gonna want to close his eyes again. If you use my code for Alpha Futures, message me on Discord, please. Message me on Discord. If you guys didn't know, I'm giving away 2 iPads. 2 iPads. Also, shout out to this design. I made it myself. I know it's not the best, but I'm giving away 2 iPads. So if you use my code with Alpha Futures, you have to send me a message on Discord because I'm putting people's Discord names in the giveaway. So message me on Discord. Gatie, I used your code. This is my first name, or this is the account I purchased. No problem. I'll add you into the giveaway. You have 1 month, and hopefully someone who you all deserve it, but hopefully someone who really wants it wins. What's gonna stop you? Is it like if your eyes are too damaged? I think it's like if it's too thin, if your cornea is too thin or something like that. Just to get your eyes redone after 10 years? No, that's not true. But you sometimes have to. Been losing all week while good risk management. It happens, bro. The good thing about prop firms is even if you blow a couple accounts, you can still very easily be profitable. Old ass iPad. It's not gonna be that iPad. I'm gonna get you guys a new iPad. Obviously, I just searched up iPad image and put it in. I don't even know what the new iPad looks like. Someone short, please. So this runs to all-time highs. I got you, bro. I got you. You know what? Let's rage bait some people. Let's rage bait some people. You think people will fall for this? I gotta put my TP at somewhere that won't get hit. That'd be bad for my image. I gotta make this higher. I think that's valid. 2RR. What's your confluences? You're in? Oh my days. What is this? I think it's working, guys. Imagine someone copies. That would be. If you copied this, you deserve to lose the account. I'm gonna be honest. If someone can't differentiate between obvious satire and an actual trade, you shouldn't care how their opinion will affect your image. Yeah, no, you're right. What are you doing? Just joined? I'm trying to provoke engagement. That's what I'm trying to do right now. This is a W trade. Yes. I'm in this. It's gonna dump. I'm copying 0.3R. Actually, it's 0.5. So get it right. What the fuck? I just joined and actually took it? Bro, there's no way. I copied. I'm down so much. How are you down? We're literally not even in the red right now. Paper trading final boss. Yep, yep. Full time. Your positive position size too big. Your position size too big. You're actually moving the market. This is a paper account, guys. Full port 300K funded. Yeah, yeah. What is your problem, mate? Always going against me? I think it's actually working, guys. Everyone woke up. Got a huge shutdown go. Nice. It's funny because it'll probably play out. Yeah. If it hits SL, I'm suing. These people have to be bots? Yeah, they probably are. What the fuck is this real? Move stop loss up? You don't think it's safe enough? Valid, bro, to be honest. Did you trick or treat on the eval? Lost me because I went long, got stopped by a drink. It happens, bro. Where was the manipulation today? I'm about to manipulate the market right now. Why didn't shorts play out either? Late earlier? All-time high was most likely to draw. Not the 1 to 4R. 1 to 4R? Oh, this is 1 to, this is 2.5R. 2.5R. Is this eval or paper? This is my live account. See, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. This is a paper trading. We want a lower high right here. You think this is negative R? I don't know, man. To me, this looks like 2.5R. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is how you really get people. You gotta do like that. All-time high on the Nasdaq sits at 25275. Yeah, I'll be live in PM. Do you look at the 4 hour for anything? Sometimes, yeah. The stop loss is bigger than Elon Musk sending his rocket to Mars. What a weird comment. He's manipulating the market. Are you like the quant guy of big banks? Yeah, that's me. What's your TP? 2.5R. Yeah. Inverse psychology. Market doesn't know what to do. Market don't know what to do. Am I long? Am I short? I do have a girlfriend, yeah. Hold on. I want to make a joke about this comment right here. This comment deserves to be spotted on. I find this really funny comment. I find this comment to be really funny. Because I feel like this is the most geeky comment someone could say. So I just find this really funny. So I'm going to leave it right here. I'm just going to leave it right here. I spotted a key. I do look like the emoji. I'll even mimic the smile. You got a men's? No, I have a girlfriend. You enter shorts and it's on demo? I'm just trying to farm engagement. To be honest, it's working. TikTok gained like 100 viewers. I think it's working. Would you give Jerome Powell a foot massage every good morning for a good PA? Bro, for good PA, like good delivery, I don't even need good PA. I just need like easy PA. I don't even care if it delivers. I just want like easy. Bro, I would massage full body. Jerome Powell can get it. If that's what it takes, I got us. I'll take one for the team. You know, I saw a guy gambling on FOMC on a live and he went from 200 viewers to 2K. I'm not giving no happy ending is crazy. That's a crazy question. PA is not that important. Would you wash Powell's feet for a good PA? I don't know. These questions are I don't know. No man. There's more important things than good PA. Yeah, I would use alpha futures. This is stop profit and take loss. That may be one of the most old jokes. Stop loss is not even really there. It's just there for show. You go to bed with an itchy bum and wake up with a what the hell, bro? Yo, Gaddy, can you enter me to the giveaway user code? Can you message me on Discord so I can add your Discord username? What's blessing my eyes? Live or funded? Let's take a guess, guys. Bro might actually win the trade. Fuck, you are in a negative RR trade. People are bots. It's actually crazy, yeah. I took the same short. You just DM me. I'll add you right after live stream. These people. Why don't sharks eat black people? What? It's a demo. Look at his recent video. Very good observation, man. Very good observation. These type of teammates I get in ranked lobbies. That's a funny ass comment. That's so true. Why is the trade like that? What do you mean? Because they confuse, bro. That ain't even funny, bro. What proof do you need so I can send it in advance? I trust you, bro. Just message me on Discord. How did you know it was going down? I didn't, bro. I just clicked sell. Just to increase the viewers. Bro, about to pay Airbnb for the next month. This is going to pay for my surgery. Bet you wish you actually took this? No, I really do not wish I took this. I would never take this. I'm doing eye surgery, laser eye surgery. So you gambling? This is a paper account, man. If you guys ever see this shit, where you can just like drag the SL into like, surely you know that this is paper, right? There's no prop firm that you can do this with. And I don't trade my live account on screen. You trading FOMO? Yeah. Good luck on your laser eye removal. Thank you, thank you. People are so lost. Yeah, I'll be trading FOMC. You need a buffer on zero counts? No. You don't need a buffer. You like butter chicken? Who doesn't like butter chicken? Has anyone really ever said they don't like butter chicken? Are you short-sighted or long-sighted? My longs, I can see so little long that it affects my short. You know what I mean? Like, it's that bad. I need this surgery. I bet at least 10 people open this trade. I mean, hopefully not. Why is your RR so low? What do you mean? Not low. Bro tried to put on glasses because he couldn't see a single payout. That's wow, man. Yours. What a great comment, man. You got me, bro. You got me. Yeah, exactly. What time is your stream later? I'll be streaming at 1:45 p.m. Eastern time. Creative comment. So good, man. So good. Bro, I cannot be your liquidity. Don't do that to me. Imagine every copy trader just banking right now. That would be funny, man. I've streamed PM testing before, yeah. What did you enter off of? Rage debate model. The engagement farm model. Hold on, we can make this really, really good. Get this shit right. Actually, kind of crazy how this delivered so nicely. Just W raise pay. Hold on, you know what we can do? We can do something really good here. We can draw some random shit. I gotta go make breakfast, bro. This will get new people for sure. This will get people for sure. Put the book map and watch the viewers. People actually copied this. W. Michael personally taught this concept to me. Yeah. I gotta make breakfast. Texas draw lines to support religious. Did you enter it? No. I guess my alpha feature 0 is 48 for I think I just full port in the folder and reset it failed. My alpha feature 0 is 48050 and you think I just full port next red folder news? Wait, how do you have more? How do you have that account open, bro? You have like $50 on that account, no? What you're gonna have to do is snipe a micro. Like, you'd have to snipe a micro. Please, what's your take profit? Oh no. Oh no, guys. Is this your first trade today? Why'd you take this short? Oh no. Hitting take profit? Oh no. We may have baited a little bit too hard. Every time I see you, you're in the exact opposite trade. Uh-oh. Is this NASDAQ? I'm in the short as well. We may have baited a little bit too hard. Your problem? Huh? Alright, guys. Awful stop loss. How about this one? How about this one right here? Just re-entered from resistance. Gone into profit. Yes, yes, yes. Anyone longing here? On a real note, on a real note, there is actually a really good potential opportunity to go long here. I won't be taking it, but it is 11 a.m. We traded into the 1050. This is awful. We traded into that 10 a.m. low, 15-minute bullish for value gap. So on a real note, this might actually be the move. Again, it's not something I'm going to be trading, but I'll leave you guys with that. Actually, this is your order block here. We can just annotate the breaker. And I will leave you guys with this because I want to go make breakfast. Is there a smaller fair value gap? Yeah. So I don't know if anyone took this long. Some people probably did. Some people probably didn't. But I will see you guys again on at 1:45. So I'll be trading PM session. I'll have my fundeds open, and I'll have my evals open as well. I may try to trade the news candle. We'll see. I've never done it before. I'm not expecting a really big candle if I'm being honest. But I'll see you guys live at 1:45. So in, what was that, 2 hours? 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I'll see you guys then. Peace. Take care.